Dongre, DD India.
Well, Madhya Pradesh throws up an interesting battle purely in terms of Madhya Pradesh going to polls across 4 phases. We have seen 2 phases of voting in Madhya Pradesh. But what could be interesting is this time around, the seat of Betul being moved and also high stakes, big ticket candidates whose fortunes could be sealed on May 7th. A quick look at Madhya Pradesh and how Madhya Pradesh has voted across the 2 phases of elections that we've seen so far. This is Madhya Pradesh, the heart of India. It's called India ka dil dekho, Madhya Pradesh dekho in Hindi. This is where the 4 phases of elections that we've seen. The yellow and the blue phases getting over. Phase 3 is where the action is big seats, Rajghar, Vidisha, Guna. We're going to talk about all that. Take a look at how seats have gone about in the 2 phases before. 6 in the first, 6 in the second. You've got 9. That's the maximum number of seats that Madhya Pradesh has in any phase. 9 seats in this phase. Remember, one seat in the second phase. Betul was shifted to the 3rd phase. So that's where you have 9 seats in this particular phase. And the final phase, the 13th of May, 8 more seats in Madhya Pradesh. A quick look at the big seats in this particular phase. Bhind, Bhopal, Betul, 3 Bs. Then you've got the 2 Gs, Guna and Gwalior, Morena, Rajghat, Sagar, completing the 9 seats that go to poll on the 7th of May. A quick look at the records. 2014-2019, BJP managed to win 27. 2019, they managed to better it 1 seat more, 28. Congress from 2 in 2014 to half 1 seats. They are holding on to Chhindwara, that's Kamal Nath's bastion. Voting percentage, much better than the national average that you saw of 67.4 in 2019, 71% of voting that Madhya Pradesh has seen in 2019. Assembly elections, BJP 114 in 2018, Congress winning 119, Kamal Nath able to form a government that lasted for close to 20 months. Then Shivraj Singh Chauhan was back. The elections, a landslide victory in 3 states, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Rajasthan. BJP government back there, 163 to 66. Voting percentage, interesting numbers that you would see when you look at the voting percentage, 77% voting percentage, and you put that against the previous assembly elections, that's a jump of 2% that you would see for Madhya Pradesh. Now the big tickets that we are talking about, Guna, Vidisha, Rajghar, 3 seats. First, Guna. You've got Jyotiraditya Scindia back in the election fray. Remember, he lost the elections in 2019 on a Congress ticket, this time on a BJP ticket, looking to get back onto winning ways. Challenging him is Mr. Yadav from the Congress, Vidisha. Another interesting battle, 5-time winning MP from this position, Shivraj Singh Chauhan back in the election fray, looking for a ticket to Delhi. Vidisha, he's being challenged there by Mr. Sharma. Also, a final look at Rajghat. The former Chief Minister, Digvijay Singh, last time tried his luck from Bhopal, didn't work. This time around has moved to Rajghat. This is the constituency from where, one of the assembly constituency from where his son has won. 2 seats in that 8 seats assembly constituency. There are Congress candidates that have won. So, Digvijay Singh looking for his political fortunes to change, looking for reaching the lower house of parliament from Rajghar, and Rodmal Nagar there, the challenger to take him on. So it's an interesting battle that you would see in Madhya Pradesh. And Madhya Pradesh, we've got our ears and eyes on the ground. We've got our correspondent Akshay Dongre joining us to give us a better perspective. Akshay, how do you look at the political battles, especially, big ticket seats? We spoke about Vidisha, but big ticket seats in this particular phase. How do you see the big issues that are playing on the ground?
Well, Anil, as far as the election process is concerned, election campaigning is concerned, it has been months of canvassing, campaigning by the leaders of both the camps, the BJP and the Indian National Congress, to make an impact in this state that is the heart of the country. Madhya Pradesh is perhaps one of the largest states in India. It has 29 seats, and as far as performances in 2014 and 2019 are concerned, it has not been great for the Congress party. As you have just mentioned, in 2014, Congress just managed to get 2 seats. It reduced to 1 in 2019, and the BJP this time is trying to get all 29 seats. However, they have tough competition coming in from the Congress party as well. We have Mr. Digvijay Singh, a former chief minister, contesting from Rajgarh against Rodmal Nagar. In Bhopal, where we are standing right now, there is a competition going on between Alok Sharma and Arun Shrivastava. Both are new faces as far as the elections here in Bhopal are concerned. When we talk about Vidisha, we have one of the biggest, perhaps one of the tallest political figure in the state of Madhya Pradesh, Shivraj Singh Chauhan himself contesting against the Indian National Congress candidate, that is Pratap Bhanu Sharma. So lines have been drawn, contest is going on. If you look behind me, life is going normal as usual, but given the heat that's going on in the state of Madhya Pradesh, a lot of campaigning usually takes place after the sunset,
Okay.
and that is when the leaders actually go out. They go from home to home, convincing people to vote on their past performances. But if we look at the elections, even if we go further than 2014, even in 2009, when the Indian National Congress formed a government in the center, even then the BJP had outperformed the Congress party, winning 16 out of 29 seats. So it is going to be a tough nut to crack for the Congress party. But the Congress is looking optimistic, the BJP is looking confident. So it remains to be seen that whether these promises, these claims will be converted into votes as well.
Okay, Akshay, I'm going to ask you to stay there with us. We've got Professor Anshul Joshi joining us, political expert, to take us through understanding this particular phase. Dr. Joshi, welcome to the great Indian elections. How would you see this particular phase? This particular phase, big names from either sides in the election fray. We've seen two phases of voting. Do you see the trend changing as we hit 9 seats in the third phase and then look forward to that final phase, the fourth one?
Anil, indeed, it's going to be a very interesting phase for Madhya Pradesh in particular. All these seats that are going into polling in the third phase have a history. For example, you take Guna. Guna actually belongs to Scindias for years. But last time, Jyotiraditya Scindia lost this seat to BJP. And all these seats that are going into polling actually last time were won by BJP. And when you look at Guna since 1957, it was always won by Scindias. So it was first won by Vijayaraja Scindia, then her sir Madhavrao Scindia won it for years. But initially as a Jan Sangh candidate, later he switched to Congress.
True.
Then it was it went to Jyotiraditya Scindia. But Jyotiraditya Scindia lost it last time to BJP, and then he joined BJP in 2020. It's going to be interesting to see who wins this time. Vidisha traditionally belongs to BJP. Big names are associated with this seat. Our ex-Prime Minister late Shri Atal Bihari Vajpayee won this seat, then our External Affairs Minister, late Srimati Sushma Swaraj won this seat, and 5 times Shivraj Singh Chauhan, who was the ex-CM of Madhya Pradesh, won this seat, and this time he is trying his luck from BJP from this particular seat. Then there are other interesting seats like Murena, Bhind, Guna, Baitul. So it would be interesting to see that how, polling, what kind of polling, what will be the percentage of polling this time, and how people vote.
Okay, that's going to be an interesting tussle, interesting contest to watch. A quick word from you, Akshay. Now as things stand, do you see, especially, 2 phases of voting that we've seen in Madhya Pradesh, the trend changing, or do you see it very much continuing the way it's continued in phase 1 and 2?
Well, Anil, I've traveled to Rajgarh, I've traveled to Vidisha, to Guna, and to all other places. If you go around Madhya Pradesh, yes, it has been a citadel for the Bharatiya Janata Party. BJP has been performing quite well in the state of Madhya Pradesh. If you look at the Legislative Assembly, BJP has been in power for a very long time, barring a few times when the Congress was able to form the government. But this time, it's not going to be that easy for the Bharatiya Janata Party to, in fact, claim all the seats. You have tough competition here coming in, especially in the Rajgarh seat, where a former chief minister is contesting against an incumbent member of parliament. Rodmal Nagar has won in 2014, in 2019, and he has been retained to contest once again from Rajgarh. So certainly, while there is always a sense of anti-incumbency, usually when a leader has been there for far too long, then people may in fact move to a new leader to bring about some change. That may be a possibility in Rajgarh, but if you go to Vidisha, then people are actually happy about the work that has been done by the Shivraj Singh government. The roads are clean. the lakes that the city is known for. When we talk about Bhopal, it's called the city of lakes. The lakes are clean. The employment opportunities are getting generated by tourism sector, by other sectors as well. Yes, there is a requirement for infrastructure upgradation in various parts of the state still. If you go to Rajgarh, a dam has been built 2 to 3 years back. That has helped a lot of people. The water levels have increased. So the Rajgarh, which is also seen as a barren land in many of the regions, that is getting an ample amount of water. So the farmers are happy about that fact. Yes, they have certain issues still left about the crop prices, about the MSP. So all of those issues are there. But it seems that there is going to be a competition this time around between the Indian National Congress and the BJP. However, if you go by the history of the state, then, if you look at the odds, then BJP has slightly an upper hand as far as the state of Madhya Pradesh is concerned. And Indian National Congress is going to find it quite difficult to contest against these stalwarts that are contesting, be it from Guna, from Bhopal or from Vidisha.
Well, it's a Hindi heartland, and the Congress is finding the going tough, especially in the Hindi heartland. I'll ask Akshay to stay with us.